In this video, I'm going to be exploring the source of a cylinder misfire in my 1997 Chevrolet Camaro RS with a 3800 series V6 motor. I'll show you what I've got going on. You can see that RPM needle. So I've had this misfire for a little while now. I could tell that it was misfiring a few months ago. Check engine light was not on, so it was a very slight miss. Slowly got worse. I finally took it in to AutoZone after the check engine light finally tripped and put the diagnostic machine on it. And it gave me a code P0303 indicating that cylinder 3 had too many misfires. It also threw a couple of catalyst system codes, which is usually an indication, when you don't have fuel that's combusting, it gets into your exhaust, it's going to potentially clog up your cats. We've got a cylinder 3, that's why the 303 shows up on the code. A P0300 is the general misfire, I believe. So I only have one cylinder that's misfiring, so I'm trying to figure out what the cause is. Now this thing with its misfire, at low speed, like in a parking lot, backing in and out of a parking spot, the car really sputters. To accelerate, it wants to fall kind of on its face a little bit in the early part of the acceleration, but it really irons out pretty quickly. Cruising on the interstate and stuff's fine, but if I go to pass somebody or go up a big hill, I can feel it start to miss again. What could be the cause of this misfire? Well, it could be any number of things. It could be a vacuum issue. Could be the ignition coil pack. The cylinder 3 right here. Cylinders 1, 3, 5 are on this side, and 2, 4, and 6 are on that side. Could be this. Could be an ignition control module problem. Could be a sensor, like maybe a cam sensor or a crank sensor or something like that. Could be a clogged fuel injector. It could be any number of things. But whenever I was listening to the car idle, I could hear a ticking noise, and I think I know what that is. But here's the audio of that. Okay, I think that the spark plug wire itself might be the issue. Either it's not connected to the end of the spark plug properly, or the boot might have a crack in it or something. I just replaced these maybe a year and a half ago, maybe. So, I don't know. Well, I'm going to start with pulling off the boot off the number 3 cylinder. So, gotta get the car jacked up and we'll climb underneath and take a look. I roll up on a board, just a little 2x6 board to get my tire up high enough that I can get my normal sized jack underneath the ground effects. Otherwise I can't get the jack under there. Alright, there's the plug rafter right there. I can tell it's got this, looks like a heat shield clipped around it. Alright, I got the boot off and let's take a look at this thing. Oh yeah. Yeah, that thing is cracked. Pause. Do you see what I'm seeing here? This says distributor/coil. Evidently I had put this thing on backwards. The rubber boot for the distributor end must be a different type of rubber than the spark plug end, because it didn't tolerate the heat very well and it cracked. There are 3 large cracks on this boot, so this is definitely the problem. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this wire off. Take a look at that spark plug. I tried to get the spark plug out, and like an idiot, I put the wrong spark plug socket on. I put this bigger one by accident when it should be the smaller one.
You are one pathetic loser.
I couldn't get the big one off because the O2 sensor's right there and the exhaust manifold heat shield and stuff was right there, and I never got that off. So I'm back at it after letting it sit for a day. Lost my cool a couple times. Felt like the rage monster. So I couldn't get that thing off. But anyway, I'm going to put the proper one on now. We're going to take that spark plug out. We're going to check to see if it is fouled or not. It doesn't look too bad. Alright, spark plug is back in. Now I'm going to go to town and grab a new spark plug wire. Bought this wire set from AutoZone. Since it's still under its warranty, I can take in the wire and they'll exchange it for a new one. So that's good. So I'm going to run to town, grab that up, and come back and we'll finish this job off and see if this really did fix the misfire that we have in the car. So be right back. All right, I've got the new wire. AutoZone didn't have the AC Delco part in stock, so they gave me, I don't know, I think it's the Duralast one. I don't even care. I just want my car running right, so I didn't have to pay for it. So we'll put this bad boy on. Need to be sure to put this one on the coil, unlike the last time. All right, got the new wire on. The little metal protector is on it too. I've got it all snapped back into place. Let's get this thing back down on the ground, fire her up, and see if we didn't fix it. All right, here goes nothing. Alright, so quick update with the Camaro. I've been driving it for about a week now after swapping the damaged plug wire on cylinder number 3. Car's running way better than what it was, but I still have a slight miss in it. Going up a long hill or a steep hill or passing somebody, if I really get on it, I can feel a miss. It shudders and sputters a little bit. So I suspected that I had put a plug wire on backwards somewhere else like I did cylinder number 3, and sure enough I found cylinder number 2 and cylinder number 6 were both put on backwards. Hey, nobody's perfect. So I pulled cylinder number 2 wire off. The boot was fine. I just swapped it around and put it on the way it's supposed to go, and then I inspected cylinder number 6, and sure enough I had it on backwards and it is cracked just like cylinder number 3 was. What I'm going to do is take this plug wire in, get it swapped out with the new one since it's still under warranty. I gotta tell you, taking these plug wires off on a Camaro, not fun at all. Makes me question my life's choices, why I like the Camaro to begin with. They're fun cars to drive, they look great, but as soon as you have to pop the hood on them, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, we'll get this wire switched. Okay, we've got the replacement wire on, cylinder number 6. I got it all wired in and it's plugged up. Time to fire this baby up and see how she runs. I guess the true test will be getting it out on the highway again, see if it's really firing right, and hopefully it's fixed. Okay, a little road test. Getting ready to merge onto the interstate, and we'll see how this puppy's running. I'm gonna give it some beans here.
Brace yourself.
We're back!
Yeah.
No stutters, no hesitation one bit. We're back. It was really starting to feel like the transmission was having trouble. The 97 Camaro has the electronically controlled 4L60E transmission, so I was beginning to think I was having some sort of a problem with like maybe a solenoid or something, because it almost felt like it wouldn't shift between second and third and overdrive. I was beginning to think I was having transmission problems. I was thinking it was going to be like a $1,200 to $2,000 repair to either have the transmission replaced or rebuilt. So I got the car checked out on a scanner, and it showed a P0303 misfire in cylinder 3, and that started making a whole lot more sense. I'm so glad that it was just the misfire and it was an easy fix and it wasn't something that was wrong with the transmission. So thank goodness for that. We're back in business. Car's running great. Thanks for watching, and God bless.